We are on part 3 of a series about dairy milk, and I'm going to talk more about the manufacturing of milk and what you're going to see on the label and what it means. So, for pasteurization, what that means is that you take milk at a really high heat for a very short period of time to decrease the amount of bacteria that's in the milk so that we don't get sick. Ultra pasteurization means they bring it up to an even higher temperature so that they can take out all the bacteria, making it so that milk can be shelf stable. Neither of these methods ruin or harm or affect the nutrition in milk. That's really important to know. All it's really doing is decreasing that amount of bacteria in your milk so that you don't get sick. How this came about was in the 1920s. We started to see from a public health perspective that a lot of people were getting sick from drinking essentially what was raw milk, unpasteurized milk. So when we started to pasteurize the milk, you saw less problems with people getting foodborne illness from their milk, such as Listeria, E.Coli, Campylobacter, and Salmonella. So when we drink our milk, we want to make sure that it has all the nutrition and that those little bugs, the foodborne illnesses, those bugs aren't eating our milk itself and it sours it. Milk is such a great nutritional product because it has a great amount of protein, carbohydrates, and a little bit of fat, depending what kind of milk that you're drinking, so that those little bugs absolutely love it. So while they're ruining your milk, you could be getting sick. So we want to make sure that we buy pasteurized milk. The next thing that you're going to see on a milk label is homogenization. Homogenization, all that means is they take milk and put it through a little tiny hole so that it comes out the other side. So your milk comes out in this beautiful one layered product, and it's soft and it's smooth and it's consistent. If we didn't homogenize milk, fat, if you took your milk and you set it out on the table, if I set this milk out on the table for 30 minutes, this is 2% milk. So the fat would separate and come to the top so that every time I went to go have a drink, I think of this one, if you have a toddler around, they have their 2 to 3, depending on their age, cups of milk a day, and that fat ends up separating out. So they have to shake it every time, and toddlers don't necessarily know that, so it wouldn't taste as good. I also think from a baking perspective, how that would change the way you're baking things. So really, we want our milk homogenized so that we always have this beautiful, consistent type of milk, and it's nice and smooth. Lastly, fortification. There is an expectation of certain nutritional standards that there are in milk. Specifically, I think about vitamin A and vitamin D. And when they are testing the product that they're coming out with and they're seeing there's not enough of any type of vitamins or minerals to meet those standards, they fortify the milk. So essentially they put a vitamin in the milk. They add either vitamin D back or vitamin A back in to the milk to make sure that you as a consumer are getting all the vitamins that you expect from your milk. So pasteurization, we want to make sure that our milk is clean and we're not drinking too much bugs. Homogenization, we want this beautiful, soft, smooth product. And fortification, we want to make sure that it's got not only all the nutrition when it comes to fat, carbohydrates, and our protein and overall calories, but that we get all the vitamins and minerals in there. Not only for us, but if you have children, it's really important because kids love milk. Most of the time they love milk. And I used to be a WIC dietitian, and there was kind of 2 ways that kids would love milk. They would either love milk so much, and then they would also love food. So I would end up seeing those high-risk kids because they were becoming overweight for their age, or the other way, that they would just fill up so much on milk that they wouldn't end up eating their food. So really it's only 2 to 3 cups a day, depending on their age. But it's really important, as you can see, if they love milk so much, and we know it's a great nutrition source, that they are actually getting all the nutrition in there from that fortification. And it's clean, it's pasteurized, and the homogenization, so we don't have to worry about shaking it up for them all the time. So enjoy your glass of milk and have a wonderful day.